Tracking expenses and money habits. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important but often overlooked habits in personal finance: tracking your expenses and building better money habits. If you've ever felt like your money disappears every month and you don't really know where it went, then this video is for you. Many people want to improve their financial situation. They want to save more, pay off debt, or simply feel more in control of their money. However, without understanding exactly where their money is going, it becomes very difficult to make meaningful progress. Tracking your expenses is one of the most powerful things you can do to change your financial behavior. Yet it's also one of the habits that people struggle with the most. In today's video, I'm going to explain why tracking your spending matters, why most people fail at it, and how you can build a realistic system that works for your lifestyle. We'll also discuss how to develop better money habits that can help you stay consistent over time. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear and practical approach to understanding your spending and improving your financial habits. So if you're ready to finally get clarity on where your money is going, let's get started. First, let's talk about why tracking your expenses is so important. When you don't track your spending, it's very easy to lose control without realizing it. Small, seemingly harmless purchases can add up quickly over the course of a month. Without tracking, these small leaks in your budget often go unnoticed until you check your bank account and wonder where all your money went. Tracking your expenses gives you clarity. It shows you exactly how much you're spending in different areas of your life. This clarity is powerful because it allows you to make informed decisions instead of guessing. For example, if you discover that you're spending $480 a month on dining out and coffee, you can then decide whether that amount aligns with your financial goals or if you want to make adjustments. Another important benefit of tracking is that it helps you identify patterns in your spending behavior. Many people have habits they're not even aware of. You might notice that you tend to spend more money on weekends, or that you make impulse purchases when you're feeling stressed or tired. Once you become aware of these patterns, you can start to address them consciously. Now, I know that many people avoid tracking their expenses because they think it has to be perfect and time-consuming. Some people believe they need to record every single purchase with perfect accuracy. But the truth is, tracking your expenses doesn't need to be complicated or perfect. The most important thing is to find a method that works for you and that you can actually stick with over time. There are several ways to track your expenses, and each has its own advantages. Let me walk you through the most common methods so you can choose the one that fits your personality and lifestyle. The first method is using a simple notebook or spreadsheet. Every time you spend money, you write down the date, amount, and category. Some people prefer this method because it feels more hands-on and doesn't require any technology. However, it can become time-consuming if you have many small transactions throughout the day. The second method is using budgeting apps. There are many good apps available today that can make tracking much easier. Popular options include YNAB, You Need a Budget, Mint, Pocket Guard, and Good Budget. These apps can automatically import your transactions from your bank account and categorize them for you. This saves a lot of time and gives you clear reports about your spending habits. The downside is that some apps require a subscription fee, and you need to be comfortable linking your bank accounts. The third method is using your bank's built-in tools. Many banks now offer spending tracking features directly in their mobile apps. While these tools are usually not as detailed or customizable as dedicated budgeting apps, they can still give you a useful overview of your spending without requiring any extra setup. No matter which method you choose, consistency is far more important than perfection. It's better to track your spending imperfectly but regularly than to try to do it perfectly for 1 or 2 weeks and then give up completely. Now let's talk about how to actually build the habit of tracking your expenses. Many people start with good intentions but stop after a short time because it feels like a chore. The key to making this habit stick is to make it as easy and automatic as possible. One effective way to build the habit is to set a specific time each day or week to review your spending. For example, you could spend 10 minutes every evening reviewing the purchases you made that day. Or you could do a weekly review every Sunday evening. Having a set routine makes it more likely that you'll actually follow through instead of forgetting or putting it off. It's also helpful to track your expenses as close to the time of purchase as possible. The longer you wait to record your spending, the more likely you are to forget or lose track of smaller purchases. If you mostly use cards or digital payments, try to review your transactions at the end of each day while they're still fresh in your mind. Another useful approach is to start small. Instead of trying to track every single category from day one, you could begin by tracking just one or two areas where you know you tend to overspend. For example, if food and dining out is your biggest expense, start by tracking only your food-related spending for the first month. Once that becomes easier and more natural, you can gradually expand to other categories. Beyond just tracking expenses, there are other money habits that can support your long-term financial progress. One important habit is to regularly review your overall financial situation. This could mean checking your savings balance, reviewing your debt payoff progress, or looking at your net worth once a month. Regular reviews help you stay connected to your financial goals and make it easier to spot problems early. Another valuable habit is to pause before making non-essential purchases. Many people buy things impulsively and later regret spending the money. By creating a simple rule to wait 24 or 48 hours before buying something that isn't necessary, you give yourself time to think about whether you really want or need the item. Often, the urge to buy passes after a short waiting period, and you end up saving money without feeling like you're missing out. Having clear financial goals also makes a big difference. When you have specific goals in mind, such as building an emergency fund, paying off a particular debt, or saving for a trip, it becomes much easier to make decisions about your spending. Your goals act as a filter that helps you decide what's worth spending money on and what isn't. Let's look at some real-life examples to see how tracking expenses and building better money habits can make a meaningful difference. Sarah is a 29-year-old marketing coordinator who felt like she was always broke, even though she didn't consider herself a big spender. After tracking her expenses for 1 month, she discovered that she was spending over $520 per month on food delivery, coffee, and snacks. She also had several streaming subscriptions she rarely used. By reducing her food delivery to once a week and canceling 2 unused subscriptions, she was able to free up more than $350 per month, which she now puts toward building her emergency fund. Michael is a 35-year-old graphic designer who wanted to pay off his credit card debt but kept falling behind. After tracking his spending for 30 days, he realized he was making many small, unplanned purchases throughout the week, things like snacks, random online shopping, and buying drinks when going out with friends. By setting a weekly budget for these miscellaneous expenses and tracking them carefully, he was able to reduce his spending by about $220 per month and finally started making consistent progress on his debt. These examples show that tracking your expenses doesn't just help you save money, it also helps you understand your own behavior and make better decisions over time. Small changes, when made consistently, can add up to significant results. Of course, building better money habits is not always easy. There will be times when you slip up, forget to track, or feel unmotivated. That's completely normal. The key is to not let small setbacks turn into complete abandonment of your goals. If you miss tracking your expenses for a few days, just start again. If you overspend 1 month, review what happened and try to do better the next month. Progress is more important than perfection. Before we wrap up, Let me share some common mistakes people make when trying to track their expenses and build better money habits. The first mistake is trying to be perfect. Many people start tracking with the intention of recording every single purchase with complete accuracy. When they inevitably forget something or make a mistake, they feel like they've failed and give up. Remember that tracking is a tool to help you understand your spending, not a test you have to pass with 100% accuracy. The second mistake is tracking without actually reviewing the data. Some people diligently record their spending but never take the time to look at what the numbers are telling them. Tracking is only useful if you use the information to make decisions about your spending and habits. The third mistake is trying to change too many habits at once. If you try to track every expense, cut out all unnecessary spending, and start investing all at the same time, you're likely to feel overwhelmed and eventually quit. It's usually better to focus on one or two changes at a time and build from there. The fourth mistake is giving up when progress feels slow. Changing your money habits takes time. You might not see dramatic results in the first month or two. But if you stay consistent, the small improvements will compound over time and lead to meaningful change. Alright, let's do a quick summary of what we covered in this video. We talked about why tracking your expenses is so important and how it gives you clarity about where your money is actually going. We discussed different methods for tracking expenses and how to choose the one that works best for your lifestyle. We explored how to build the habit of tracking and make it sustainable long-term. We also looked at other helpful money habits and common mistakes to avoid. Finally, we shared real-life examples of people who improved their finances through tracking their spending and building better habits. Tracking your expenses and building better money habits might not be the most exciting part of personal finance, but it is one of the most effective. When you understand where your money is going and develop habits that support your financial goals, you put yourself in a much stronger position to improve your financial situation over time. If this video was helpful for you, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I'm creating this personal money management series to help you build better financial habits step by step. There are more videos coming, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to continue improving your finances. Also, let me know in the comments what method you currently use to track your expenses, or what challenges you're facing with this habit. I read every comment and your feedback often helps me create more useful content. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope this video gave you practical tools and motivation to start tracking your spending and building better money habits. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day.